Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Epilogue of Bane. If you've watched my previous episode, The End, this is what happened afterwards. So basically what I did was I went back into the game and I decided to try to make this work, to figure out what the heck was going on. And I couldn't figure out the issues with the utility cabinet at all. It was driving me up the wall. So I ended up making one utility cabinet to cover the entire area, which it does. I mean, if you go in and try to build something, hold on. Let's get some nails, some wood scrap, and you can go and build, and you can see where the red line goes out to. It goes way out there. All right. And it goes way out on the other side over there. So one pretty much is enough to cover everything depending on the size of your base. The problem being the amount. This only holds 600. This is how much I'm burning an hour according to the utility cabinet. But this is wrong. Completely wrong. So I learned about manage. Manage explains what your utility cabinet covers. Now you can see here it says I have 127 large crates. That's probably right, I think. The problem is here on the fence. It will not go higher than 21. Now I took down all the fences and I rebuilt them, and it had this number correct. Then when I saved and logged back in, it was gone. It was only 21. It will not go over 21. And you can see here, I have built a lot of stuff all the way around. And there is 72, 36 on the bottom, 36 on the top, just here. I have an unused perk. Oh, I just got a perk. From jumping, you get 30%. Sprinting, 50% tired while melee weapons. You have 50% as much fall damage. However, lethal fall damage is still lethal. You can move 50% faster while crouching. Skill books give you one extra. Olympic gymnast jumping. This isn't really helpful because you don't go past 100. Jumping isn't constrained by stamina. That I might take. Melee weapons consume stamina. Sprinting doesn't consume. Ooh. I don't like both of these. I'm going to go with the jumping. Okay. Anyway, there's 36 walls, top and bottom. So 72 all the way over here. And now I'm hot, which means I need to take off some items here. Take off this. Take off the raincoat, pants, and shirt. I have figured out a lot about this game. And I'm going to tell you right now, turn off Decay. It makes the game a lot funner. Then you can see here, I got a bunch of walls. And then I got a bunch of walls. Which, by the way, I got to fix this. For some reason, zombies are climbing up this still. I think it's because of this gap. They didn't connect right somewhere. I have done a bunch of exploring to a certain extent, trying to figure things out. Not any more than I was when I was first entered the game. I took down a fence. I still got this fence here, but this is my pick lock fence. You know, I just lock pick it every once in a while. You know, you could read a book. Oh, okay. Gonna make a liar. Look, I broke it. I'm not worried about that. I got a lot of lock picks anyway. So that one's unlocked, and I get 180 from it. And this one's going to break. I don't really care. Hey, look. And then I go back, and I lock them back, and I pick them. It's good times. All right, so I got the walls up. I got these right here. They help, like when the hordes come in. I just climb up here. I can shoot down on them. Now, you can also have cameras. See the cameras right there? I got one there, and one on the other side of the building, which is right there. And they're so cool. Well, let me rephrase that. They're kind of cool. Oh. Oh. Well, dang nabbit. Yeah, I got firefighter stuff, but I got a lot of firefighter stuff, so I ain't worried about it. I gotta pick this lock to get back in. Dang nabbit. More experience. What can you say? All right. So the cameras, they're connected to the TVs, which I have up here. And I can turn them on. And that's my 3 cameras, which are kind of really dark right now. I'm not sure why they're so dark. Sometimes they're lighter, sometimes they're darker. I don't know, maybe because it's 7 o'clock in the morning. But this right here is that back camera there. This is the front camera right over here. And this is the behind the building camera. Although I had 2 hordes since then. I don't find a real use for the cameras. I just thought they were neat. Belta, I fixed up all of this. If you saw, I lost all of this. So I had to rebuild it all and get it all fixed up. I found a generator, which is funny because the generator was right here in an abandoned building part. So crazy. Hard leather strips come from animals when you hunt them. That was a pain in the butt. This right here, the connections don't work. I don't know. You're supposed to connect them, but they don't connect. Yeah. But the UC, this is broken completely. And there's actually a good video out there. TehSaccade. It's kind of a long video. I don't mind that so much. But he does all these experiments with the UC, the utility cabinet, and it's crazy. It goes in extreme detail. And it shows that sometimes if you've got 2 utility cabinets crossing each other on the red line, you could be double paying for like storage and walls and everything else. Insane. So the best thing is just hit the backslash, go to the admin menu. And the only thing I did was configure, and I turned off Decay. I mean, everything else is exactly the same. And you just don't have to mind-numbingly figure out what to go in here. This should not have a weight limit at all. Don't understand why it does, right? And then you got to figure out why this fence thing. I mean, I've broken this down. I could break it down right now. And I'll rebuild it. And I manage it, and it still says 21 fences. It never goes over 21. Don't know why. I can't figure out. And since it only goes to 21, that's all you get. You get no more than this. And it might be something to deal with the protection, because of the weight limit in here is only 600. You can only get so much resources in to protect your base, right? Oh yeah, I set this to 24 hours instead of 4 hours. That's right. So basically, excuse me there, I was trying up different things. I was setting it to an hour. I was setting it to 2 hours. I went all the way to 24 hours. Right here, I was trying different hours, trying to get things to figure out what the decay limit was in real hours. Not sure if that's exactly true though. Can't prove it, cannot. But like right here, look, 1 camera. Nope, I got 3 cameras. Battery charger. Yeah, I got 1 battery charger. Makeshift forge. Reinforced wood shelf. Yeah, I got 2 of those. Basketball net. 1's over there. Pull-up bar. Shooting target. Compost bin. Drying rack. Scrap storage. Wooden plank storage. Large planters. Makeshift sprinklers. And skate. Fabrication advance. You know what doesn't cover in here? It's not giving me my rain collector. Right there, or the wells. I got a rain collector, which, by the way, they kind of suck. The wells are awesome. Dude, build the wells. Hands down. These things just... I built two, and I've got unlimited water. Put a sink to it, you're good to go. Never have endless water. Took off some propane tank things so I could have something to store my propane tank in. I grabbed... When I was searching around, I grabbed some tables. I got me a coffee. I got me some ice cream. It's still lukewarm now. I guess because I only hooked it up a little while ago. Maybe it takes time to get cold. I got me some fruit juice and some tropical juice. Hey, I'm overly hydrated. Got some fans. Fans help out a lot in the heat. Then I collected a bunch of little items here. You know, basketball, soccer, football, baseball, portable radio, which gets nothing in, magic toys, chessboard. I even got a photo frame of a cat. Looks so cool. Music book, worn Bible. Then I got video discs because you can actually play. Oh, wait. Dagnabbit. And then we go to controls. We insert the disc. And we play. Oh, I got to change it to disc player. So this is Night of the Living Dead movie. This is the actual movie. That is so cool. How they got the rights to play it in here is just freaking awesome. Like, not fast forwarding. Sort of fast forwarding. Night of the Living Dead. You can actually watch this. It's so cool. George Romero, John Russo. I even had it playing one time just for the fun of it. And I sat here and was building the base while it did its thing. Then we're going to turn it off for now. And there's other discs. I guess these are update discs. It explains what the updates were in vain, which is kind of neat. You got the batteries and the charger, which is a lovely thing to have because you just charge batteries nonstop. And I built a bunch of stuff. Repair bench is nice. Repair bench, the hardest thing to get in this game, from what I could tell, is these hard leather strips. Man, I couldn't figure out how to get them at first, and then I thought it was the leather strips, and you put it on there. You should be able to use these leather strips to combine them with something to make hard leather strips. I hope they come out with that, because I don't understand why you can get all this leather strip, but the hard leather strip is only from killing like boars or deers. I think I've only gotten from boars, right? I don't think I got any from deers yet. I know what I did was I drove down into the area like right here on a car. I jumped on top and I just beat my horn until wolves and boars came out after me, and I just used an arrow and a bow and killed them and got stuff. I thought that was the easiest way than trying to chase them through the woods. Tried to organize the food out here, getting drinks on one side, and then cooked all this food up. Some of it kind of burnt because I got carried away, and then I started planting these, which is so cool. Oh wait, these are done. Oh no, I forgot to get them. Oh, I forgot all about these things. There's something in it. Destroy the plant instead. I get the seed backs? No, I don't get the seed back. Then I got this compost bin, which I don't know how it works. I threw junk in here and it's been sitting in here forever. I got all this aging stuff. I threw some cannabis and chicken feed, but it's not making compost for me. And it's been in there for quite some time, even this stuff. So maybe I'm doing something wrong on the compost bit. Just do those, waiting to see. And then here I had all the stuff outside. These things are water. So whenever you go out and you collect them and you smell it, and it doesn't smell like nothing, it could be dirty water. It doesn't matter. Hook it up to these things, man. I'll show you. This is awesome. This watering thing. All right, let's see. I get me a carrot, corn, cucumber, onion, potato. Whoa, that's not enough potato. So this is all you do, and you can actually smash them together because you can jump on this stuff to make it happen. Once you got the dirt in, you just put the carrots, and then over here, that was carrot. This is corn. And what else do we got? Cucumber. I thought you could bring this forward. I guess not. Onion. Potato. Potatoes are large. You can actually look at them and tell you large plot, small plot, medium plot. I could do 2 potatoes. Now, once you got this, you can see it says 49% watered. That's it. It waters. It'll cover everything and make everything 100%. I got them hooked up to these things, which is putrid water if you try to take it out in the barrel. But they're fine for plants, man. And I'll just let them out there and go. Then you can come over here and cook. Now, this one right here is an industrial one, which means you have to have electric and gas connected to it, which I got electric, gas, and water from the barrels connected to it right here, which is kind of nice. Doesn't do anything for the water, though. I thought it would take the water so I can cook it, but it doesn't do that. Now, I've cooked a lot of things in here. Even the wine is kind of nice because you can, there's something in here you can cook with wine. I don't remember where it's at. But I got a lot of stuff cooked. I got more than enough stuff. I get cold medicine like crazy. So here's the funny part. Now, this is a cold medicine bottle. And I took it and I put water in it. Well, I took the water on the stove and had tons of water in here. And then I took a bunch of cold medicine bottles and I filled them with water. Then I got sick and it let me use this as cold medicine. When you go into your menu, it says use cold medicine, and I just clicked it and I started getting better. Even though this is technically water, I think once the water goes in, it becomes cold medicine again. It's crazy. I mean, it works. It's worked twice for me now, so there we go. We got unlimited cold medicine if you've got water. So that's nice. These are nice because you can repair anything. Like I can get iron. I got iron scrap for days now. I got this iron scrap, that iron scrap, that iron scrap. I've got iron ingots here. I think the coolest thing though is this, washing your clothes. No. So I put the chemical cleaners in, right? Then I can put all my clothes in, including these. And you'll see it says dirtiness 20%. So you turn it on and you look, the wetness will go up. The dirtiness will go down. So it gets really wet, but look at the dirtiness. 7%, 1%, and it'll be the same across everything. All right, 0%. Now we take it out because it's all clean. And we go to the dryer. And we turn that on. And then we just wait. It's going to go down to 97. And it just said 96 to 93. It goes by, I think it goes by threes, but it's pretty quick. And I've got everything powered through this. right? I've got the solar panels on top. If you guys remember that, there's like 6 solar panels on top. I think it is. But we'll go take a look real fast on my bare feet. Somebody out here? Hi. You know what we'll do? This is so cool. Let's open the window. Hey. What do you got on you? Nothing good. So we'll lock that up. These windows are so cool. The last zombie rush, all I did was open this window with a shotgun and stood right here and it was like blast, 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 blast. I have to do nothing. Oh, no, I am lying. I did have to do something. I had to go over to this place and destroy the yellow poles and the doors on both sides. The zombies got stuck right there on the yellow pole. This way they could run through and I could fight them all in one little area. So here's my solar panels. Ooh, I got more than 6 actually. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 10 solar panels. Oh yeah. They're producing a lot of electricity. I never run out of electricity. They're amazing. So this is overall my base. Oh, let me go get my clothes on. I really enjoy this game. Don't take anything I'm saying as negative for this game. I mean, it is a problem with the utility cabinets. And honestly, I say turn them off. Turn off Decay. It's a neat little function to repair things, right? But right now it is broken. I gotta fix this. So I like to lock everything in place. And wear this. Wear this. And wear that. Knee pads go on the bottom armor. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the utility cabinets. You can lay one down so it won't spawn zombies in your area. But, like, I got a big flag on there. I wish there was other flags in the game. I don't see any other flags. Oh, this stuff. That means this stuff respawned too, didn't it? This stuff just respawns. And it's not like every time you turn the game on. See, this one I can't do because I don't have lockpick 75 yet. What am I tepid? Oh, because... Where's my lockpick at? It said 68. I got a little bit more to go. Hey! Oh, here's a runner. Destroy all this stuff. I don't like bodies all over the place. Now this is my favorite shop too. I think this is the most perfect place for a base right now. There's probably other ones, but it's perfectly big. And look, every time you come in, these things respawn in different amounts, but they do respawn. And here's the greatest. Look, I only got one this time. Every once in a while, I'll get like 4 or 5 books. But you could... 2 levels, boom. Oh, I didn't read it, actually. Now I'm at 71. Then I got a lot of fishing gear, but I usually just dismantle these now. Because I just have so much. Same thing with the bows that sometimes populate. This is a workbench, but I don't need it. And in here, iron arrows. Unlimited iron arrows. And then I dismantle the bows. Wait, that was a gun. I got 2 shotguns that time. Sometimes you get different things. Sometimes you don't. None of that. Oh, do I get any money? Yes, I do. The bad thing is the debit machine I took out because there's no electricity, so there's no point in keeping them. That's kind of neat to have. You know what? We're going to take this with us. I wonder if you could actually use it in the water. Like, if I take it to water, can I use it? What's funny is this respawned. I got one in my base, and then I log back in, and the actual machine itself respawns. Isn't that crazy? I can't hang this on the wall, though, can I? How was it hung on the wall? Maybe there was hooks on the wall. I gotta go look. Let's put that back. Go look to see if there was hooks on the wall. All these little zombies out here. Yep. Thought you were running too. Oh. Miss close range. You dodged it at the last second. Wow, I'm sucking today. Oh well. I want to see how these... Oh, they were hooks. No, there were no hooks on the wall. I could take these off. Should have known something one of them was running. Now I'm hot. I got really hot one day. It was crazy. Ended up going into like a coma thing. It was horrible. And then your water goes down so freaking fast. But I do like this base. I definitely say my suggestion, turn off the UC, at least until they get it fixed and it works however they're supposed to make it work. Can I get this on the wall somehow? No. I guess maybe I gotta put hooks on. Oh, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? You know what? That's okay. This is what we're gonna do. I'll put it right on top of the propane tank. Yeah, the wells are the greatest. I'll wash myself real quick. Even though I don't get damper. Then you go in here. And you just stand in front of the fan. And it starts going down really fast. No longer overheating. Which is nice. The fans are pretty good to have. Haven't found any bigger ones yet, but maybe there are bigger ones out there. I got my thirst rate down. So this is my base. This is what I've been working on. Oh yeah. I got the pull-up bar, which is kind of nice. Slightly exerted. And I think the strength is the one going up, right? Yep. Strength is the one going up for using it. It doesn't do anything. You just stand there. You can use a bow and arrows to shoot this to get your shooting up, and then you can grab a basketball and get your throwing up, just throwing basketballs. And I did it for a little bit. Sneaking was the easiest get up. You just go down, you squat down, and you just walk around. That's all I did was walk around the whole area and get my sneaking up, which was kind of nice. This is my base. This is what I've done after I got off and rebuilt. I'm much more like it than the with the Decay off. It is a lot more fun to play. I was having a lot of fun all the way around. Okay, so these are 100% watered. You can see it in the top right there. It says 100% watered. So I'll turn these off for the time being. And we just let them sit and grow. Now, when it says harvest, when you see the word harvest, then you know it's time to harvest. This is right here. It's its growth rate and growth over time, how fast they grow. But once you see the word harvest, when you look at something, that means you can harvest it. You don't even have to check it. Just look at it, harvest, and go. But that's what I got, ladies and gents. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'm going to post a link to the TehSaccade's video. You know, go check it out on the utility things. He does it such a scientific method of showing the problems with the utility cabinets that I totally agree with him. Just turn off Decay. That's all you have to do. Turn off Decay and then go with it from there. And enjoy the game, man. It's a fun game all the way around. I really like this. I'll probably come back and make another season eventually once they fix a few things. Find another base. I'm definitely going to play this one for a little while just to learn more about it and see if there's another way to get hard leather strips without killing animals. I mean, you think you just make the leather strips and go with it. But this is where we're at. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you out some. If you got any questions or comments, you know, let me know. But that's all I got. Until next time, you guys. Bye-bye.